Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Canada Immigration. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we're going to talk about two new Canada Permanent Residency Pathways eligibility criteria. Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada recently announced two new permanent residency pathways, the Rural Community Immigration Class and the Francophone Community Immigration Class. These programs, detailed in the Canada Gazette on December 14, 2024, aim to attract skilled workers to rural and Francophone communities outside Quebec, addressing labor shortages and fostering regional development. If you are interested in this topic, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada published the eligibility criteria for two new permanent residency pathways in the official Canada Gazette on December 14. These two new Canada PR pathways are the Rural Community Immigration Class and the Francophone Community Immigration Class. These programs aim to attract skilled workers to rural and Francophone communities outside Quebec, addressing labor shortages and promoting regional economic development. Below is a detailed breakdown of the eligibility criteria for both pathways based on the latest ministerial instructions published in the Canada Gazette on December 14, 2024. Below are the two new Rural Canada Permanent Residency Pathways eligibility criteria. 1. Eligibility for Rural Community Immigration Class. 2. Eligibility for Francophone Community Immigration Class. Communities to participate in this Rural Community Immigration Class. Next steps for interested applicants. 1. Rural Community Immigration Class. The Rural Community Immigration Class is designed for foreign nationals who can economically establish themselves in a designated rural community in Canada. Applicants must meet the following eligibility requirements. General requirements. To qualify under IRCC, applicants must intend to reside in a rural community located in a province or territory other than Quebec. Maintain valid temporary resident status throughout the application process, if applying from within Canada. Work experience requirement. Applicants must demonstrate relevant work experience for their occupation as per the National Occupational Classification. The requirements are as follows. Minimum duration, at least 1 year, 1,560 hours, of continuous, full-time work experience or equivalent part-time work experience in the past 3 years. Occupational duties, work experience must align with the lead statement and substantial number of main duties described for the NOC occupation. Authorized work. Any Canadian work experience must have been gained while holding valid temporary resident status. Applicants must meet specific requirements for work experience within their NOC's training, education, experience, and responsibilities category. International graduates exemption. Work experience requirements do not apply to international graduates who meet all of these conditions. Program completion, earned a degree, diploma, certificate, or trade credential from a designated Canadian post-secondary institution within 18 months of applying. Physical presence, applicants for master's/doctoral programs under 2 years in length must have studied full-time in the designated community. For programs longer than 2 years, applicants must have spent at least 16 of the last 24 months in the community. Eligible programs must not include more than 50% of credits in language studies, English/French. Consist of over 50% distance learning. Be tied to scholarships requiring the graduate to return to their home country. Genuine offer of employment. Applicants must secure a genuine job offer that meets these conditions. Designated employer. The job offer must come from an employer approved by the Economic Development Organization in the designated community. Non-seasonal and full-time. The employment must be permanent, full-time, and non-seasonal. Community connection. At least 75% of the work must be performed within the designated rural community. Tier match. The job must align with the applicant's work experience or educational background. For Tier 0, experience in Tier 0, 1, 2, or 3. For Tier 1, experience in Tier 0, 1, 2, or 3. For Tier 2, experience in Tier 1, 2, 3, or 4. For Tier 3, experience in Tier 2, 3, or 4. For Tier 4, experience in Tier 2, 3, or 4. For Tier 5, experience in the same NOC unit group. Language proficiency. Applicants must demonstrate proficiency in English or French by submitting results from a language test approved under the Immigration and Refugee Protection Regulations. Test results must be less than 2 years old at the time of application. Canadian language benchmark. CLB 6 for Tier 0 or 1. CLB 5 for Tier 2 or 3. CLB4 for Tier 4 or 5. Educational requirements. Applicants must have a Canadian secondary or post-secondary educational credential, or obtain an educational credential assessment for any foreign credentials, confirming equivalency to Canadian education standards. Certificate of recommendation. Applicants must secure a valid certificate of recommendation from the designated community's economic development organization. This certificate confirms the applicant's job offer and community connection. Will remain valid for 6 months after issuance. May be revoked if the designated employer loses their status or if fraudulent claims are discovered. 2. Francophone Community Immigration Class. The Francophone Community Immigration Class is tailored to increase the number of French-speaking immigrants settling outside Quebec. The program aims to strengthen Francophone minority communities across Canada. Language proficiency. Applicants must demonstrate advanced proficiency in French, CLB/NCLC 5 or higher, in each of the 4 language skills: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Work experience. Work experience requirements for FSIC are similar to RSIC. At least 1 year of continuous work experience within the past 3 years in a recognized tier occupation. Experience must meet the main duties described in the NOC for the occupation. Educational requirements. Applicants must have a Canadian credential of secondary school education or higher, an equivalent education credential assessment, ECA, for foreign credentials. Employment offer. An applicant must demonstrate that they have received a qualifying genuine offer of employment, that is, for employment that they are qualified for, able to perform and are likely to accept and carry out, as indicated by their past work experience or education related to the lead statement and main duties of the occupation as set out in the occupational descriptions of the National Occupational Classification. From a designated employer. For non-seasonal, full-time work for an indeterminate period. For employment that is located in the designated community and where at least 75% of the work is to be performed within the designated community. In an occupation for which they have attained the necessary recent work experience as stated below. For Tier 0, experience in Tier 0, 1, 2, or 3. For Tier 1, experience in Tier 0, 1, 2, or 3. For Tier 2, experience in Tier 1, 2, 3, or 4. For Tier 3, experience in Tier 2, 3, or 4. For Tier 4, experience in Tier 2, 3, or 4. For Tier 5, experience in the same NOC unit group. Communities to participate in this rural community immigration class. While it is officially not stated which communities will be participating in the rural community immigration class, it is expected that most of the below communities will definitely be part of it since they had a successful run of the pilots. Additionally, more communities are expected to participate in the new rural community-based immigration programs. Next steps for interested applicants. The IRCC and FSIC pathways are expected to begin accepting applications in early 2025. Here's how aspiring immigrants can prepare. Research designated communities. Identify communities participating in the IRCC or FSIC programs and their priority occupations. Obtain required credentials. Ensure educational, language, and work experience credentials meet program standards. Engage with economic development organizations. Seek guidance from authorized organizations for the certificate of recommendation process. Monitor updates. Stay updated through official announcements and resources provided by Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada. By creating targeted programs, Canada continues to demonstrate its commitment to promoting diversity, economic development, and inclusive immigration policies. The launch of the Rural Community Immigration Class and Francophone Community Immigration Class marks a significant milestone in Canada's immigration strategy. These pathways are not just about filling job vacancies, they are about building resilient communities and fostering cultural diversity. With these programs, Canada reaffirms its commitment to rural development and Francophone integration, ensuring that immigrants can contribute meaningfully to the nation's economic and cultural fabric. For foreign workers and international graduates, these pathways offer a golden opportunity to achieve their dream of permanent residency in Canada while making a lasting impact in their chosen communities. The IRCC and FSIC pathways provide a unique opportunity for skilled workers and international graduates to gain permanent residency in Canada. Set to begin accepting applications in early 2025, these programs offer applicants the chance to contribute meaningfully to Canada's diverse and growing communities, while addressing key economic needs across the country. That is all for today. In this video, what are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later, in the next video. Till then, take care.